Hello, this is me. Um, yeah, this is the checkpoints, a little video I made a little while back on my main channel, and I thought I'd do a little commentary on it, just explain my thought process when making it and what it took to make it. This video was part of the my whole series as a whole is called Disillusion. I only recently came up with that, but this was part of season one or act one, which was subtitled Sonic Plus Friends. So yeah, there's that, and this video this video took me like 2 weeks to make, mainly because I don't know what was up with me when I was recording it. I kept pushing the dates like in between each recording session like hard. It was weird. It was really weird, but yeah, that and the editing, which I could have done much faster, but I was also logged in at the same time, so mm, uh, this video is the final episode of Act One, the season finale. That whole act was so disorganized, and the reason for that is because I couldn't really think of the ideas in the correct order. Like every time I had a new idea for an episode, I'd go for a draft and like, okay, for this to make sense, where in the timeline does it have to be? Which is why it's so mismatched, misjumbled. In Love should be the season finale, but I feel like this also works as well as a season finale because of the episode as a whole and the implications behind it. Speaking of which, the whole series takes place. It's basically showing what happens before Sonic's birthday party, which the Sonic's birthday bash video, where Sonic was alone for his birthday. All these skits that came out after it were explaining the events that led up to it, without giving too much details at the same time. And yeah, after Sonic's birthday bash, there was an argument between him and Mario, which is why Sonic moved out and has a different place where he's with Knuckles, Shadow, Cell, and another character. I've named her. I don't know why I keep pushing it back. I'm trying to find someone who I can get to play her. And I need another location for the scenes. So, because my house is Mario's house, obviously. My grandma's house is I have designated for Goku's house. So I need a third location. So, oh my gosh, I might have to ask one of my friends. This video, I came up with this idea during the creation of Mario's top 10 tips. That was a skit video, which was meant them making a skit. But at the end of it, Mario started to take Peach's relations with Goku too seriously, which is why he attacked Goku. That was a part of the script. Goku wins, but before that, Mario gets like a checkpoint notification. He saves. So this video is basically goes through. This video shows the aftermath of Mario's fight, him losing. Again, posted on the internet. He's embarrassed, and he realizes he saved a checkpoint, and he tries to go through every second of the fight, trying to win, so that he could change the past basically. But Shadow and Sonic are telling him, don't use the checkpoint. You don't know what kind of implications that could lead to. You don't know what that could do to our timeline. Of course, he doesn't listen, but that's after he finds out Peach and Daisy were laughing at him. So he wants to change the past. He's trying to do a future Trunks, but selfishly this time. After the full idea of the video came when I was watching Grant Whistler's skit, which is why I credited him at the start of the video. I was trying to figure out what I could do with the concept. The reason I made the fight the starting point is because at the start of his video, there was a fight. He didn't get to go back in time to the fight, but I wanted to go back in time to the fight. So that's why the fight is the leading point. After Mario, wait, go back to Mario's top 10 tips. When I got Gamer Goku to voice Goku, he's my Goku voice that I'm gonna keep on going with for all these skits. I thought ahead and I paid for him to do the voice of the Goku Black-ish type voice at the end of this video. And yeah, he sounded really good. He always sounds like he always goes above and beyond whenever I pay for him. I was like, he's really good. So like, if you need a Goku voice, yeah, check him out on Fiverr or his YouTube. Either way, uh, this part of the video, this speech about Peach, I feel this is something I didn't initially want Sonic to do, because I wanted Sonic to be fully supporting of their relationship. If you've been here for a while, then at the start of my channel, I made them like Mario and Peach, a couple who love to say that they were married, but they weren't actually married. But that got retconned because I realized how limiting it was for the stories I wanted to continue with. So I decided to scrap that so that Mario and Peach could be friends, with Mario wanting more and Peach being oblivious, essentially. That's not the only thing that got retconned, but I guess that's for another day, I guess.
Who posted it? It was Peach's friend. I think her name was Daffy or something?
I don't understand this joke. I don't know why I read that in, but
Kinda sad. I don't really care.
after the original concept for this video was still Mario fighting Goku, trying to find like every possible like alternative route to beating him. But since this commentary is going out before my planned video, I can't say who the villain is. But the original concept was Mario kept fighting. There was no Sonic and Shadow stepping into the back of the past. There was he eventually wins-ish. Well, he doesn't win. He gets one hit, and Goku's like, "Oh, congratulations, you got a hit on me." What? After all this time, you didn't know I knew? And yeah, he basically just punches Mario and sends him back to the future, and with no differences to the original timeline. With this one, it ends. Mario actually does get hits off of Goku, because I feel like making Goku just Ultra Instinct his way through the fight, it's not as interesting. So I went with that. This whole this section of the video was so, I didn't really like it at first, I'll be honest. I was planning on refilming, but like I didn't have time. I was trying to get these videos out, man. Even though during summer my schedule was ass. Yeah, at the end of this video, Mario obviously gets hits off, and he actually, you know, beats Goku. He has the Budokai Tenkaichi windscreen. Oh, and there's the Chaos Control scene with Sonic and Shadow trying to mend the timeline.
Exactly 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's get to the living room and prevent him altering the timeline.
Just so you know, with that Shadow, see, I don't know why I decided to try and green screen him in. I don't have a green screen, so this is also going to be an issue with a future scene in this video. I have to use a green towel that I find in my family closet, so like it doesn't work that well, because it's obvious the material is what, cotton. I don't know what the hell material it is, but it doesn't work. It's weird. But yeah, I guess we move. It was better than the green screen I tried for the Aren't You Happy video. It was so bad I just cut it out of the video completely. Mario, with the end of this video, Mario gets sent obviously to the Shadow Realm. He's like a dark realm where there's no border. The border cannot be seen in that scene, and that wasn't an editing mistake. It's because you'll find out eventually. Oh, so speaking of the border, Goku, you clearly see Goku doesn't have the border, and that's because he hasn't spent as much time around Sonic as everyone else. And the reason everyone else has the border is because of Sonic. Sonic, in 2017, he found Scott, and he's been watching him ever since. And when Borderline Forever happened, he realized he had a border. But when Scott absorbed the border.
What?
Sonic's didn't go away, and he also noticed that his border is a different color. It's this light blue thing. I'm not gonna go too much detail about that because that's also gonna be in the video later this month.
Good. We didn't have to intervene. Ugh. How many recharges does he have left?
Unlimited.
We're gonna be here a while.
Oh, I don't know why I made him say that. It doesn't make sense for him to ask how many retries Mario has.
Okay, Mario.
Mario would have unlimited. I guess maybe he thought like
Where can I change?
Shadow would know when the universe would collapse. I don't know. Yeah, so Goku hasn't spent nearly as much time around Sonic because they met in 2022, and
Okay.
2022 was the year that everyone else got infected with the border, but Goku seen Sonic one time that year, and we don't know one time, 4 times that year,
There we go.
while everyone else sees him like twice every week. Yeah, so they fully got infected by the border then, which is why the border showed up December 25th
Nice work.
when Sonic came his Christmas Day. That's a whole different tangent. I don't know what Shadow did yesterday. I think it was. Was Shadow X Generations? Sonic X Shadow Generations
Let me try and
revealed around. I think that was a reference to like Doom Powers or something. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't understand what that was. But, I guess I just wanted to show Shadow has the power or whatever.
a freaking teleportation. Huh? Yo. Yeah.
Fun fact. I actually wanted Vegeta to be in this video. I didn't know what I was gonna do with him, but I really wanted him to be in the video. But yeah, these toys, plush guys, they're expensive, man.
Hey, wait a minute.
Shadow wasn't, Tails wasn't, Knuckles wasn't, because I got them
Gave up and we can go
from a really cheap place.
Idiot.
Here we
And
go.
here's the montage. Don't know why I went with this song, but I love the song, so. That pause screen! Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot to talk about the pause screen. The pause screen took me so long to make. I went into another project. I just started grabbing resources from Mario Wonder, and it took me like 2 hours to make, but it was worth it. I really like the way it looks. If you also notice, whenever Goku's on screen, but he's on screen and there's a TV in the background and Scott's playing on it, which most of the time Scott is playing, that is an Easter egg. It's not me having just something in the background while I'm recording because I have no attention span. It's on purpose. Scott, if someone's on screen with Scott and they aren't suffering from the border, they will have the border because of Scott being Scott. It's just like with Sonic. If they're on screen with Sonic, the border. If they're on screen with Sonic or one of these guys, will have the border, like Goku. While this may seem like a simple gag, dear viewer, let me tell you, that was intentional. Goku did in fact know about Mario's time skipping.
Holy crap, just hit each other.
How? I don't know. You'll eventually find out, but he did know. He was in on the plan with Sonic and Shadow. And when he, let's just say when he comes to his
Why don't we just
losing
force him to come with
stance,
us?
I want him to see the error of his ways.
That's stupid.
it was
If we force
intentional.
him to come with us, who's to say we'll just hop back in time and do something else behind our back and ruin something else?
Another original plotline. I was originally gonna end it there with them taking him home, but I didn't want to do that. And you still and you also saw there with the other pause screen. It said it changed from the tip to time is running out.
Get it done.
I like throwing in these little like it's not really unnoticeable. You can notice it, but like these like
Whenever he prepares to do
blink and you'll miss it type
attack.
those
One last hit.
things.
Let's
And if you think this was just out of nowhere, the whole corrupting timeline, that wasn't. Throughout the whole video, you could see little glitches. I was doing that, not the whole video, but when he goes back in time, I was doing like little glitches to show the crumbling timeline. That was intentional.
All right, G.
And here we are again. Mario's top 10 tips.
What are you doing?
but with a different timing this time. Yep, he knows.
Got it.
And this,
Shadow.
Sonic, Shadow and Goku had a plan. They didn't tell Sonic the plan, which is why Sonic was confused. Shadow used Chaos Control to, I don't know the word. If I remember the word while I'm editing this, I'll put it up. But basically, like, save the timeline there.
You were stronger.
This isolate the timeline. So whatever happens in this timeline doesn't affect the main timeline. And this is the Dark Dimension. No space, I guess. If you wanna reference Sonic Forces. There was a problem with this scene with the Goku clip, which is only noticeable on YouTube. Once again, the green screen was a problem. So when I was green screening Goku, it was really weird. But when Goku was walking towards the screen, on YouTube, it shows the actual green screen instead of blending in like what I originally did.
Where did he go?
It just looks really weird.
What's that noise? Those footsteps.
Once again, this is just hinting at
Mamma mia.
the real person, with the voice, with the figures. It's just hinting at the real person, and you'll find out soon enough. Whenever I can get the video that was meant to come out on October 20th, whenever I can get it done, I'll get it done. Listen to him, dude. He sounds so good. I said sound like Goku Black, but not too much like him. Just get a really like villainous voice. Like from where I'm standing, it looks how I wanted it to look, but probably for you guys on YouTube, it looks weird.
Wait a minute. I just beat Goku. You're nothing. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Yeah.
There was another blink and you miss a moment. This ending part is just showing that the timeline that Mario and that Shadow isolated was saved. This is the timeline that he fixed. When Mario got punched, he got sent back to the timeline, the original timeline, which is why when he was walking, there was no save the checkpoint. That was intentionally put there by the villain so that Mario would abuse it and try and force his way into victory, and the villain is trying to force his way into their timeline because he's from a different timeline. So yeah, that's why the checkpoint happened, and that's why Shadow had to secure the timeline. So when Mario got sent back, he got sent back to the moment before the fight, and that's basically it for right now. I think this was probably one of my most favorite videos to write and make. I really liked the idea, and I hope you guys liked it too. See ya.